Okay, gang, today we're going to do something that I'm betting most of you have never seen. We're going to bake bread on a grill. And not any bread, but we're going to do challah. This is a traditional Jewish bread that comes from the Bible, and it dates back hundreds and hundreds of years. You've seen your ingredients there. First thing we're going to do is put all of our dried ingredients into a bowl in our mixer, and we're going to mix those up well. Now once we've done that, we're going to take all of our wet ingredients and we're going to mix those together. Now make sure that you get all of this. One of the things that really bothers me about bread recipes is leaving anything in the bowl. There are no bread recipes, there are bread formulas. Okay, whenever you're baking, you're using formulas, and you have to strictly adhere to the amounts that are given in the formulas. If you don't, they just don't come out right. So we've got our 2 eggs and our 2 egg yolks and our water and our vegetable oil there, and we're going to mix that up in a bowl, and we're going to pour that in with our wet or dry ingredients. Now we're going to start this out with a paddle. We're not going to use the dough hook yet. That's for kneading. And we're just going to get all our wet ingredients, much we can, into that bowl. And we're going to mix this up into a big lump. Now we've switched to our dough hook, and we're going to knead this for 6 minutes with this dough hook on slow. Okay, our 6 minutes is up. We've got a nice big lump of dough. We're going to go ahead and take that out. We've oiled up a stainless steel pan, and we're going to take our dough out and we're going to mix it into a bowl, okay, or a ball. We're going to put that in our bowl, and we're going to cover that with plastic wrap. Now the bowl or ball is just the shape of the dough, and we kind of fold it under with our fingers and rotate it, and it just gives us a form. Now, it's been an hour since we've put that aside. We put some flour on our board here, and we're going to go ahead and dump our dough out onto our flour, and we're going to knead this for 3 minutes. Okay, the whole object of this is to get all the gas out from the yeast. And all you want to do is just go ahead and put your knuckles into it, fold it over, just beat it up, get the gas out of it. That's what we're trying to do. All right, we've done that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to form it back into a ball. Okay, like I said, just take your fingers and fold it under and rotate it so it forms a nice ball, and you stretch the skin on the top. And we're going to put it back in our oil bowl, and we're going to cover it up with our plastic wrap again. And we're going to let it sit for a second hour. And we want this to rise to 1.5 times its size that it is now. Make sure you get a good seal on that plastic wrap. We don't want the moisture to escape and for this dough to dry out. Right, our second hour is up. We're going to put our dough out on our board, and we're going to cut it into thirds. Now, if you don't get this exactly right, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You can always pull a piece off and stick it on the other piece. This is dough after all. And what we need for this particular formula are 3 long pieces of our dough. You can do this all the way up to 12, okay? It's called the 12 tribes challah. We're not going to do the 12 tribes because I'm not even going to attempt to weave that. What we are going to weave are 3 of these, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This is how you want to start. We've got our 3 laid out. Pull the right one over the center. Now we're going to pull the left one over that. Right one over the center, left one over the center, right one over the center, left one over the center. Piece of cake, right? Put the 3 ends together and just kind of mush them down so they don't come apart. Turn the board around so it's facing the other way. Now, instead of going over, we're going to go under. Right under the center, left under the center, right under the center, left under the center, right under the center, until you get this down to the end, and we're going to mush that in. And you're done. Easy as pie. Look at that. You've got a beautiful challah. Now the next thing we need to do is take those egg whites that we reserved, and we're going to mix those up into a nice froth, and we're going to brush them onto our challah. Now we're going to take some poppy seeds, because that happens to be what I had at the time, and we're going to sprinkle those on. And these represent the manna that the Israelites were given when they were out in the desert fleeing Egypt. And this is what they were fed on, was the manna that was given to them from God. That's what it represents. We put our cooker at 350 degrees. We've got our pizza stone in there. It's preheated. We're going to put our bread in there. It's been 40 minutes. And look at that. That is one beautiful challah. I got to tell you, the smell on this is incredible. Shalom, my friends.